Welcome back, guys, to another episode from your local senders. In today's video, I'm going to show you a super simple DIY drifting sim that you can build yourself at home. But before we get started, I'd really like it if you'd subscribe to this channel because that really helps us out a ton. So the interesting thing about this drifting simulator is I was able to take the skills that I learned in this drifting simulator and apply them directly into the real world. So the next time I was out in the Razor on the trails, I was able to left foot brake controlled, and I knew exactly when and where I had to let off the throttle when initiating a drift or transitioning. So without further ado, let's hop in the sim and let's check it out. Alright guys, here's the racing sim. So first things first, let's check out the framework here. So what we did is we built a rectangle that was wide enough for the pedals, for the seat, and for my body. That was the easiest part, just some 2x4s just framed together. Something that I'll address here is for the pedals. I did ramp this up here. It's kind of hard to tell, but I did ramp this up and I stapled the carpet to it so the pedals would stick to it. But I ramped it up because I found that when the pedals were flat on the floor, it was very hard on the ankle when you were full clutch or full throttle. So I wanted to elevate that a little bit on the side there. You can see there it's elevated. All I did for that is I put a piece of framing on the end and I just ran a piece of plywood from the floor up and then screwed it together and then just put the carpet on just to kind of help out with the grip. Something that's really important when you're building your sim is, well, you obviously want the steering wheel to be a certain distance here from your seat. You know, a comfortable distance. You're gonna have to sit in it and maybe get a friend to hold it for you just to kind of get that lined up. But importantly, when you do this, you have to do these angle pieces or this here will shake around like crazy when you're rooping on the wheel. So that was really the most important part, to put these angles here, and then I just did these uprights for extra stability, and it actually worked out really good. I've found myself pulling on that wheel extremely hard, and it won't move at all. And of course, we got the genuine Razor seat. I can't go without that, and that was actually very easy to do. All I did is I just put this lip down here, and it's got a slot in it, and of course these little tongues here on the front just slide right into it, like so, and that holds you in place really good. And then that way, if I need the Razor seat, I'm going out on the Razor, I can just pull it out and throw it in the rig. One thing I'd really like to showcase here is this homemade box that we built out of a mouse and just some MDF board. So what we did here is we took a mouse apart and we rewired it so that way the middle mouse wheel click is on this brake here, this handbrake here, and the left mouse and right mouse is on the sequential shifter. Now I put a spring in these so they would return, so I can just kind of hit them and they return back. One thing you will have to look out for is if you're playing certain games, you cannot map the controls to be left click, right click, middle mouse wheel, because they want you to still have access to your mouse. So what I had to do is I just had to run a script so that way when I pull this, it's as if I'm hitting a keystroke such as P or C and so on. And I was able to play pretty much any game I wanted with this box. So as you can see, I custom tailored this rig to fit my body. Now, I'm about 5'10", I'm not super tall, so it's pretty universal. I can have my friends come over and they can sit in this quite comfortably. But what I really like is how I didn't attach the pedals to the floor, so I can actually adjust those closer to me if someone like my wife or a shorter friend wants to get in the sim and try it out. The carpet is really what made that possible, and the slope of the angle really makes it very universal. So now I'm all set up, I got everything at a perfect spot, and I'm ready to do some more drifting, so let's get it.